it's quite possibly the most unique bottle of Irish whiskey that you'll find on a shelf. The Sexton single malt. Let's give it a taste. Bolcha Rash, welcome back to the bar. We're trying the Sexton single malt today on Tasting Time. A little bit of a story behind this one, and because Halloween is almost upon us, we're trying an Irish whiskey that's got a ghost on the label. So apparently this is the top selling single malt Irish whiskey here in the US. So a little bit of background. It launched in late 2018 here in the US, then went back across the pond to Ireland. In the early days, there was a little bit of mystery around who was behind the Sexton brand. But we now know that it's crafted at Bushmills. So the name, the Sexton, essentially is somebody who worked at a church. One of those oldie worldy names, and they had many responsibilities at the church, with one of them including grave digging. So I'm guessing that's where the wonderful skeleton that we see on the capsule and on the label where that comes from. So this is a non-age statement whiskey, which means there's no indication on the bottle as to its age. But when you have a gander on the Sexton website, there's a quote from master blender Alex Thomas, who works at Bushmills as well, that she has perfected a shorter 4-year aging process for this whiskey. So the guess, because it is a guess, is this is a minimum 4-year-old single malt. So triple distilled and aged in Oloroso sherry casks, or butts as they're called, in the Jerez region down there in Spain. So running the numbers on the Sexton, sells anywhere from $24 to $32. I bought this one for $24 here in California, but I have seen it a touch more expensive in other places. 750ml bottle, and this weighs in on the ABV front at 40% or 80 proof, and the bottle weighs 3 pounds or just a smidge under 1,400 grams. So now let's get tasting. So something I learned when I first opened this bottle and had a taste is with this hexagonal sided bottle, 6 sides on the bottle, it doesn't pour that well. So I'm actually popping a pourer in here. There was a little bit of wastage when I poured it first, and of course you can never really have any waste when it comes to your Irish whiskey. So there's my little tip for the day: pop a pourer in for your bottle of Sexton. So appearance, how does it look? Deepish, it's kind of a deepish golden brown color. Given the price of this whiskey and given its relatively young age, I'm going to guess that there was some caramel added to this. If not, happy to be corrected as always. But it's got a lovely, attractive hue to it. So yeah, kind of initial kind of thoughts on that are it's very attractive, very appealing. So on the nose, it's kind of a light spicy character to it. Can't really pick out any kind of particular spices, but there's a nice kind of light spice, maybe a kind of a hint of sweet cinnamon in there. Definitely a kind of a sweet caramelly character. I pick up some kind of roasted nut character as well, and there's some baked fruit hidden in there, kind of winter baked fruits. Kind of think of a winter crumble, and then a little side serving of cream there on the side, a little bit of whipped cream. I think that'd go well with this drop. So anyway, interesting nose. Nothing really standing out. It's kind of smells on the nose. It's balanced, a lot of interesting character. Gosh, we should taste it before we stick the water in. Okay. Fills the mouth. It's nice, sweet, warm spice. That kind of, I pick up some like fruity stewed apple in there. Yeah, just balanced in the mouth, balanced and round and mouth-filling. Yeah, I can see why this is the best-selling Irish whiskey, single malt Irish whiskey here in the States. So let's pop in a few drops. See, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how that changes it up. Not too much of a change. Similar, probably a touch softer. And that spice maybe just coming forward just a little. Get that all around the mouth. Oh yeah, bit of water. There's more cream to it. Kind of lovely, kind of sweet, creamy character. So I talked about the whipped cream with a crumble earlier. Yeah, that's that cream. The creaminess is there. There's the warm baking spices right there behind that. Got a little hint of black pepper there on the tongue, just kind of warming the tongue nicely. Yeah, just nice and balanced. It's lovely. So conclusions. It's balanced, as I said. I don't find any massive complexity to it. It's $25 a bottle. There's not going to be massive complexity, but it's rounded. It's really pleasing. I think for the money, it's great value. The only thing I would say for single malt, I'd love a little bit more alcohol, maybe 43 or 46% in there, just to see if that elevated any of the characters, the notes that were in there. But for the money, 25 to $30, can't knock it. So yeah, I'm going to give this. I think it's a good whiskey. I'm going to give it 3 emojis. So that's 3 out of 5 on the emoji scale from me. So yeah, something interesting. If you're looking for a Halloween drop, the old gravedigger element to it, it's you're not going to go wrong with this one. So with that, we'll say Slán Siúd, and we'll see you next time. I'd say the gravediggers would love a drop of this. Oh yeah.